All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of The Tough Questions. Today, we're continuing Portal 2 because it's fun and Jared knows what he's doing.
Unlike the majority of the games we
Yeah,
play.
seriously. Or unlike me, I have no idea what's going on. I'm just barely realizing that you can go through walls.
Oh, jeez.
Not
we've done 4 episodes of this, so you're just now realizing what's going on.
You shoot portals.
And go through stuff and things.
Anyway, so got a good question for you today.
A good one?
Oh yeah, I think so. It's
Since
a nice,
the other ones are
nice fun one.
okay, hit me.
Would you rather?
Oh, jeez.
It's okay.
Okay, it's not sexual.
Nope, it's movie themed.
Oh, nice.
Would you rather live happy in the Matrix or live unhappy in real life? Let me clarify.
Okay.
If you already knew the Matrix and then got sent to real life, would you want to go back to the Matrix?
So we're talking like real time, like out of the movie.
Yeah.
You know, being in the quote unquote real world.
The struggle of the Matrix real world.
Okay.
Would you rather know the truth about the shit world you live in, or would you rather just be happy just eating steak and banging hot chicks all day?
Because that's the
But even though it's not real. I, for one, am taking the stance on Matrix.
Matrix.
Woo! I'll be somebody important, like an actor or something.
I would have to go with. I'm gonna go with. We're gonna go real world. I'm gonna go real world.
What if you're not Neo?
What if you're not? I'm not Neo.
You're not Neo. That's what I'm saying.
First of all,
You're just gonna be a regular dude
Just
struggling in the real world.
But still, we talked about Frankel and other things about having your sufferings.
Struggle creates meaning.
Yeah, exactly. So
I'd rather my struggle be an overcooked steak.
really, that's what you care about. Is that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, and you're not Neo, so you can't do anything awesome or badass.
Well, that's not true. Maybe they could all do that. They give you the impression in the movie that only he can do it. But I bet you all of them could probably do it if they just believed in themselves.
if they just gave a little bit of a little bit. I'm still on Team Matrix.
All right.
I'm still on Team Matrix, but anywho. Next one. What are we talking about today? We are talking
ABCs.
The
ABCDEs.
E's. We need one more. I need to figure out how to get down there though. I don't know how to get down there.
Jump. You love jumping into the water.
No, fuck jumping into water. Jeez, no. Just no. I don't want it.
Shoot a portal in the water.
Well, I thought that's what it was, but I can't really get over anywhere.
Do you have to look for a box?
So the box keeps falling here. We're going to talk about ABCDs here in a second. See, the box just keeps falling there. I probably got to go over. I'm just going to jump. Hold on. Oh, what? I was going to kill myself. Anyways, so the ABCDEs. Oh, I got to get. Oh, no.
Of what?
Of what is the good question. The question that we constantly ask ourselves. Of learned optimism by this gentleman named Martin
Seligman.
Seligman, like Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck, man.
Only Seligman.
There's not a K in it, though. Selig.
Selig?
Anyway.
Well, no, there's not. It's Seligman. Martin. He's a big person as far as the social... not social. Sorry, wrong topic. Positive psychologist.
He's the John Cena of positive psychologist.
He really is.
Positive psychology.
Oh my gosh, that took so long to figure out. He is though. He realistically is. He's kind of like the positive psych guru, and he's promoted a lot of. Damn it. Positivity. And so he didn't invent. He didn't invent the ABCs. I don't know who invented the ABCs. You got that knowledge on your...
Who invented the ABCs? No. Who invented language?
Who syntax, all of those things, phonetics, so on and so forth. So, we have A, and these are all... Let me caveat it just a little bit. These are...
It's an acronym. A, B, C, D, E.
Thank you.
All
While
of the
I was
letters
dying in
stand
the water.
for something in the process of
negative
finding positivity when you are presented with a negative situation?
Like negative self-talk or...
We'll go with your example first.
Okay. So
you get mad driving.
So we're going to go through the ABC. So A, adversity. So adversity implies... Example. You get cut off by somebody in your car.
And it makes you angry.
Boom. Then we got B, which is belief. And belief is you think, what an asshole. He's so rude. I can't believe he would do this. What a jerk. How we've already discussed how much road rage really bothers us and how infuriating it is sometimes. So then you believe, you're like, oh, he's an idiot. He's a shitty driver, X, Y, and Z. And then you go to C, which is consequence. And that's where you start having consequences to these negative beliefs.
Yeah, it makes you mad. It makes you angry.
You start ranting. You be salty. This could be the numerous examples. Then we got D, where you dispute. And that's where the reflection period comes in. Or the, not necessarily the reflection period, but you start analyzing whether or not what you're feeling is correct. She shut the door on me and she's doing something. I don't know what Gladys. Door closing, door opening. We're not touching anything. Don't worry.
So you're trying to analyze the situation in a way that is more constructive.
Exactly. Like, what is that situation? What does it mean? And that's where if a guy cuts you off, if a dude or a man, woman, whatever it may be, what if they are missing their child's piano recital, or he's trying to get to the hospital so that way he can see his baby being born or something like that. You don't know that person's situation or the means behind their actions, and so you need to dispute those. And then the last one, which is E, energization. That's where you celebrate the positive outlooks. That's where you celebrate the positive views and you defeating and conquering the negative self-talk.
So how do you do that? When somebody's cutting you off, and you're angry, but then you realize maybe they have some situation going on that I don't understand.
Right.
And so how do you take an opportunity to make that better?
Well, you need to. So let me just do this real quick and put through there. There we go, and then go through here. That's where the dispute comes into play, because you need to actually be able to. Damn it. You need to be able to dispute. I'm screwing everything up now.
Loser.
I'm really screwing it up here. Don't worry. But you dispute that. You try and think like the best case scenario that's going to decrease why you're upset. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
In a way.
Elaborate though.
Elaborate. So instead of him being an asshole and he's ignorant and he's rude and he tries to cut you off, there's reasons and meanings why he probably cut you off. What if he's just having a really bad day and he's just trying to get home? He's like, man, I just don't want to be on this freeway anymore. He's not ignorant and he's not rude and he's not making it personally against you. So you need to take a step back, and that's where the E comes in, because you're celebrating thinking a little bit differently. You're thinking a little bit more.
It's almost like you're taking an opportunity to kind of heal the way your own mind thinks.
Right.
Like, well, if I can... I don't know, accept this guy's asininery, then that's a positive on me, because then I can deal with other tough situations better.
Yeah. And by dealing with other tough situations better, then you actually can, reflect a little bit more and not get so angry over the little stuff, because, we've already talked about how enraging it is just in general for people just to cut you off, or like shitty drivers and such, how infuriating that is. But, if you take a step back and then you actually celebrate that you're learning optimism, or you're taking these steps to kind of reflect and back up on these, then I think that it's a little bit more therapeutic, because then you're thinking more positive in all of the negative experiences, negative attitudes. This is a way to self-talk yourself, or talk yourself through a situation that you might necessarily not be able to look through if you're ranting, raving, angry, super hostile, so on and so forth.
So that way when 10 people cut you off in the one block, because that's how people drive, and it's harder to convince yourself that one person might have something bad going on, then you can at least already have the reinforcement of positive, just positive ideology.
Ideology.
That way, even though you know that maybe there isn't a reason that they're driving like jerks, besides the fact that they're just jerks, you can still reflect on it positively, and just because stress in your own mind is bad, might as well learn how to deal with it more constructively.
And that's realistically what it is. This isn't like an end-all be-all technique. It's nothing that's going to, blow your mind or anything. It's a very simple thing that just you need to actually acknowledge and be able to do.
Yeah.
Because I mean, otherwise you're just gonna.
Here's my example.
Okay, go.
You got your A.
Okay.
Is say one of your friends is talking trash behind your back.
We died.
Yeah, you died.
So my friend's talking trash.
So you got a friend talking trash behind your
Boom,
back.
adversity.
That's adversity.
Okay.
And then your belief is that, oh my God, so it could be, I guess, one of two things. One, F that person because they don't know what they're talking about. Or two, maybe they do know what we're talking about, and then you start, maybe I'm worthless, or whatever I'm doing wrong is terrible, and this and that. And then your consequences that you start feeling terrible. You get sad, you get depressed. They're your friend. Nobody likes to be in arguments with their friend, right?
Right.
So maybe you're angry about it. You don't know how to deal with it. But then you start, you get your D.
Get your D, which is the dispute.
Stupid English language. You got to get that D, right?
Yep.
So you start disputing it. You're like, well, maybe they have a reason to be saying that. Maybe I did do something wrong, and maybe that they just don't know how to deal with it. Maybe they don't know how to deal with it constructively. So they just are talking to somebody else about it. Maybe it's a real problem.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I shouldn't be mad and angry about it.
Right.
So then you start E-ing it up with your energizing. What did you say it was?
Energization.
Energization. Where you can literally take the opportunity to strengthen the bond with that friend by realizing that maybe they had a reason for saying that, and then you can go talk to them about it and have a constructive conversation. And then both of you will then understand each other's roles in each other's lives better.
Yeah. And you'll make your friendship better, and then you can celebrate not only you're celebrating removing the negative aspect, but you're also have the ability to celebrate a new friendship or the relationship or what you've learned from that as well.
Yeah, it's stronger now. So like if it happens again in the future, A, you know how to deal with it with other people, other friends maybe, or B, you and that friend now don't need to, like that other friend doesn't need to talk behind your back because they know that they can come talk to you about that problem.
Right. And
sometimes you as the individual need to understand how to do that, because if they don't have that knowledge, then it's up to you. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily your responsibility, but if you're the one with that knowledge, then you're the one who's going to have to take those steps, take those actions. Yeah,
and not to mention the fact that if you have not necessarily the ability or the skills to actually, promote that, that's also a mild teaching moment that's a teaching moment for your other friend that was not necessarily.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so then they now know things that you both know the same thing now.
Right.
And now then they can share that with their friends, you know what I mean? And so
actually
and on.
And then you can just be a goddamn wizard when it comes to making new friends and stuffing things.
Yes, stuffing things with that D. Oh my God.
Grade A quality commentary.
Yes, we're the best.
Yeah, excellent. We're ending it here though.
Sounds about right.
All right. So like and comment. Let's just do the thing. Let's do the thing. Like and comment if you enjoy what we're doing. Do the same thing if you don't enjoy what we're doing, because we care what you all think.
Yes, and continue commenting if you want to see us play anything in particular, or if you want to hear us talk about anything in particular.
Hey, come back for more questions.
Bye.
Bye.